Hey everybody. So I just put out a video on how to throw an uppercut, like a power backhand uppercut, you know, like the backhand. So now I'm going to just go into throwing how to do a lead uppercut. So with this punch, I'll use this sometimes when I'm inside, like if I'm going to, you know, if I'm working the bag or whatever. Like again, if you're hitting the bag, you can't really uppercut unless you have the uppercut bag. Even then, I kind of just do body shots when I do that. If I'm inside, like if I'm sparring, when I come on the inside, I just go to the body. I really don't come up with the lead. I might come up with the back one because I can follow up with that hook. You know, with the lead, I can follow up with a right hand, but I really just don't like the positioning. The only time I ever really use the lead uppercut is when I'm trying to get in. Like if I'm working, I'm gonna throw it like off a jab, kind of. So the way it works is you got to think it's the same way as I explained the other one. It's like almost like throwing, like when I throw the back. You know, it's almost like throwing a right hand. You got to think it's almost like throwing the hook, right? So when I'm here, you know, I kind of got to pretend, you know, like I do like, you got to think of the motion of like right hook. So if I'm going to just throw a hook by itself without the right hand, I kind of want to still get this motion to start with. And then eventually, you know, it becomes just like a quick, I'm here and I kind of just go. But you can see even when I go fast, I kind of still move my shoulder a little bit. I just turn my shoulder like as if I'm going to, you know, throw a right hand, but I don't. So I'm here, turn, go, you know. And then as you get better, it becomes quicker. It looks like I move less, but I'm still kind of doing this. So when I throw the lead uppercut, it's almost the same thing. I kind of still want to get this motion here. So I'm in my rhythm, and it's almost like, again, like I'm in my rhythm, so it's like you're throwing a jab, right? Or a hook. I gotta, you know, use my rhythm, so it's back. So I'm here in my rhythm. I'll come back, and then from here, all I'm doing is coming like this. It's a very small motion that you do with your arm, so it's a little weird to get used to throw at first. Because again, we're not doing these things here. We're not throwing uppercuts like this and letting people know what we're doing. It's telegraphing. You don't want to do that. I don't want to give you this, you know, this big opening when I'm going to throw it. It's very small. I'm here and I kind of just come in here. So it's very weird to get used to at first. There's really not going to be a lot of power behind it at first. Then as you get better, you know, I can really just throw it fast and then get some power that way. You know, here, I could throw it off of a right hand if I wanted to, just to kind of mix it up. I really like to just throw it off of a jab. So if I'm here, if I'm fighting, I'll throw a jab, come back, and then I'll come in again. And I always step with the uppercut, okay? With the lead uppercut, I step always here. It's very small motion that I do, you see? It's kind of like almost like all I'm doing is turning my glove like this. So we really got to use our body to get, you know, power behind it. When I'm here, come back, you know, come back. I just like to do it off the jab. So I'll jab, come back, uppercut, and then I'll throw the right hand after. I just like to use that to, you know, here, come, pop, and then I'll go to the body. That's usually the only way I use it, just because I like to fight on the inside. But when we're fighting, so we're here, look. Again, very small motion. Just start practicing it without your rhythm first. Here. All I'm going to do is from here, turn. And just like with the back uppercut, we pretend that we're hitting something, so we stop it. Every time we stop, pretend like you're hitting something and you're stopping it every time. So it, you know, it helps sometimes if you can find, like uppercut backs are the best way to practice them. But if you can help somebody just you know, like help you hold the pad, you know, hold the pad and just kind of practice going up. And you can add it into your shadow boxing or whatever, but just pretend that there's something there and you're hitting it every time. Because I don't want to follow through, right? I don't want to go too high. We're going to pretend that we're fighting somebody. So if I'm fighting somebody, usually they're more or less my height, maybe a little taller, but I'm still going to pretend like I hit something. So I'm here, no rhythm, here, and I step, practice the step. Remember, I use that little shoulder motion here, so I'm here. I kind of move this little shoulder motion and come in just to help me get this going here. Shoulder here, shoulder here. And then as you get better, you know, it kind of just goes quicker. You don't really need a lot. And it's not really meant to be a power shot, this kind of lead uppercut. It's more just to like set up the power hand, you know. You're not going to do two uppercuts. That's a little, you know, unless I'm like really close on the inside. But from outside, you're not going to do two uppercuts. I usually just use it to set up the big right hand. You kind of got to think like, if I throw an uppercut, it's kind of like in your face at that point, and then that right hand follows right behind it. So imagine like I jab, uppercut, see how like this would be somewhat in your face, and then from there that right hand comes right behind it. So that's really the only way I use it. But again, you know, feel free to, you know, whatever it is that you like to do. But if you want to know how to throw it, it's very simple. Just here. Remember, my hands is here. All I'm doing is kind of just turning it. That's it. Turn, 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 turn. Very small motion, okay? Not big, wide motion. So I'm here, jab, turn, jab, turn, jab, turn. So I'm in my rhythm. Just like that. Very simple, okay? So I hope the video helped anybody out there. If if you've been wondering how to throw it, if you want to know, like, this is very simple motion, okay? So practice all your punching, work it into your shadow boxing. Again, if you're going to use it in the bag, the only thing you can really do is kind of just come up like with that in front of it. So here, here, you know, use it to set up for other punches, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.